me to get ready. Shower moisturizing.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Back to throw. Bolden. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Finding room in midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll run on first down. Hendricks. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Gun now on 3rd down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
He's got the first down and more.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins are on the board first here in Vegas.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, out of ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Raiders at 9-2 to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Love. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Off play action. Bolden. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Looking to throw. Bolden. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And taken right at the 35. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick-6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. For both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Love now. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Love, they go play action now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, and the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt it in, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Raiders 7.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Hendricks. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season. His problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
No matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play fake. Here's Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the first down marker. Just tuck it and run for the first down. No sense trying to throw it downfield. And that one falls incomplete.
Love with it here. 3rd and short yardage. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco had Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field to
despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'll be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good game right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Off the play fake, Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Bolden.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll run on first down. Hendricks. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd down, Hendricks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bolden. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. First down, Hendricks.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 3rd down, Hendricks. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Keeper. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They start to drive with White. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On play action, Love to throw. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll run on first down. Hendricks. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Throwing, Love. And Waller taking it in over the middle.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Love looking to throw it. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he's got it inside the 10. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Here's White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with the first. And he coughed it up, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves starting to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
That play was well covered, just trying to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken inside his own 40. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They run the counter. Hendricks. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Bolden. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Hendricks. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Up the middle they go. Hendricks. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner, pound away, and try and finish off the game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Hendricks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Hendricks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hendricks.
And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Hendricks. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll run on first down. Hendricks.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Bolden. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On third down, Hendricks. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Love. And nearly another interception. It would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Love steps away. And a dump off to White.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun. Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to.
They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Love from the gun. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Again, it's Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Play fake. Here's Love. Open man, that's Renfrow. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To the air again, Love. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On 3rd down, Love. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. We'll call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And they take a knee. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. And they will take a knee here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas.
49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw now. Here's Love.
And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders.
From 19 yards away.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
Two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. No, we all gotta eat. Up late bills due, for rent, dude, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go